This tutorial has been cut into two parts. Part 1 shows you how to fabricate a 3D text. Part 2 is an overall improvement. Hello and welcome to my tutorial. I'm Martin W. Larouche. Okay, let's go to the Effects tab. I changed the style here. And choose Strokes. This looks good, I take it. I zoom in a bit to adjust the stroke correctly. To make the adjustments, I click on the Layer tab and on the FX icon. I can reduce the opacity of the black stroke by dragging the slider to the left. Then I test the size of the stroke. Whoa, that's too much. I go back to the left and stop at 5 pixels. I click OK. To see my work, I hit the Hand tool. I can move the text around with the Move tool. I click and drag it here and there. Next, I will create a kind of yellow sun behind the text. To do that, I'll need a new layer. Under this layer, here. So I take Layer, New, and Layer. And I name it Yellow Sun, of course. I click OK to confirm. Here you can see the freshly created layer. I click and drag it under the text layer. To draw my so-called sun, I'll take the Custom Shape tool right here. At the present time I have the Line tool. Let's take instead the Custom Shape tool. I click on this tiny triangle to see what's available. Let's take all element shapes. I stretch this corner. What I'm doing here is I stretch this corner to show you how many are available. I scroll down to see them all. Have you found my current choice? Right here. I go back to the top to choose the symbols only. All those shapes are ready-mades, in fact. I'm now ready to select the yellow color. I click in this column and I drag my mouse to get this yellow. I click OK. To draw the shape I've just selected, I click and drag my mouse like this and release the pressure. I must now simplify this new layer, or rasterize it if you like. I could use the right click on my mouse here, or I can take Layer and Simplify. That way I can use a filter on my newly formed layer. So I take filter, blur, and radial blur. I have to choose between those two options. I take zoom. And set the amount to some 70%. I hit OK. Now I'm going to move the sun around. With the move tool here, I click and drag it. Down here. Here, it's nice. With this slider, I'll decrease the opacity of the sun a bit. At 0%, it disappears. Finally, 38% looks pretty good. I click outside the slider to confirm my choice. In order to stretch the so-called sun, I take Image, Transform, and Free Transform. I drag around the shape and I stretch the corner a little so you can see. I click on the skew icon and begin to stretch it. I select the top left corner of the shape and I drag the corner downward, like this. I can move the sun by clicking inside the handles and by dragging my mouse around. Okay, that looks better. I hit the check mark. Here in green, what I'm going to do is stretch only a portion of the text. So I select the text layer, choose the polygonal lasso tool, and begin to surround the first two words, like this. I come back to the starting point to complete the selection. There. I now take Image, Transform, and Free Transform. I click on this handle and drag it upwards. And I hit the check mark to accept that. I can move it wherever I want. Here it's fine. I remove the selection with Select, Deselect. It looks great. You can save your work in the PSD format file or JPEG format file. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.